Hello, dear ones. Happy Self-Care Sunday. In today's video, you'll learn why the products I use to care for my home are just as intentional as the food I eat and the exercises I do, and why that connection is more critical after 60 than most people ever consider. This video is totally informational with a little storytelling, and I'll do my best to get through this recording perfectly and clearly while recognizing I'm still human. Let's discuss this. Here is what stopped me in my tracks several years ago in the 2010s during perimenopause and changed everything. The products I was using to care for my home were starting to make me feel sick, so I started replacing them. Research published in the early 2020s in peer-reviewed journals confirmed my suspicions and showed that nearly 2/3 of common household cleaning products contain more than one hormone-disrupting chemical. And for postmenopausal women specifically, some of the research found that phthalates, chemicals commonly used in synthetic fragrances in conventional cleaning products, were associated with a measurable decrease in bone density at the hip joint and at the top of the thigh bone, the two places most likely to fracture in a fall after menopause. Those are the same bones I talked about in last week's Fitness Friday video, so you may want to go watch that. Let me say it plainly. The products some of us use to clean our homes every day may be actively working against the bone density we're trying so hard to retain and rebuild after menopause. That's why I stopped using conventional products several years ago. Not out of fear, out of intention. And I want to be equally clear about what I avoid in every product I bring into my home. Phthalates, parabens, sulfates, synthetic fragrances, colorants, and gluten. Because some brands use food-derived ingredients that I'm allergic to. I typically read every label on every product every time I buy it, in case it contains one of these ingredients or has added them since the last time I bought the brand, and the latter has happened more often than you'd think. If it contains something I consider janky, I put it back, or bring it back if I missed it when I was buying the product. I also prioritize small, independent, family-owned, and woman-owned brands whose values I can verify, not just the brand's ingredient lists. Now, let me show you some of what I use and why. For loosening stuck-on residue on counters and other surfaces, plain water in a spray bottle. Before I reach for any product, I spray and let water do the work first. It handles more than you think, costs little because water bills, and leaves little behind. For disinfecting surfaces, a daily surfactant disinfectant that uses hypochlorous technology, the same science used in hospital settings, made from salt, water, and electricity. The product from a small independent company kills 99% of bacteria and viruses, leaves no chemical residue, produces no fumes, and breaks down into simple saline solution after use. No synthetic fragrance, no endocrine disruptors. This is what clean science looks like. For freshening the air, a 100% organic citrus-based spray. No aerosol propellants, no synthetic musks, no hormone disruptors in the air I breathe in my own home. For fabric and air fragrance, a plant-based spray made from 100% natural ingredients from a small independent brand founded in 2018. Toxin-free, nothing synthetic. For all-purpose cleaning, I make my own spray using organic distilled white vinegar and tap water. This solution handles countertops, appliances, and most surfaces without a single bought chemical. This replaced the conventional all-purpose cleaner I used to use, and my home smells genuinely clean, not like artificial fragrance masking what's in the product. For my laundry, I use a certified organic laundry detergent from a woman-owned small business. It's Leaping Bunny certified cruelty-free, free of synthetic fragrances, phosphates, phthalates, parabens, and synthetic dyes. It's produced by founders who built this brand around values I share. For softening and naturally fragrancing my laundry, I use wool dryer balls with organic essential oils on them. I add a few drops of organic essential oil to each ball before putting them in the dryer. The wool softens naturally. The oils give my laundry a clean light scent from nature rather than from a laboratory. Conventional dryer sheets are among the most chemically loaded products found in many homes. These are the alternative. For washing my hands while doing food prep, I use a gentle, neutralizing Castile-style hand wash that has been made continuously since 1839 by the same woman-owned family brand. It is coconut oil-based, free of sulfates, parabens, phthalates, EDTA, colorants, and gluten. It's non-GMO product verified, Leaping Bunny certified, and this is what clean ownership, clean ingredients look like together. And 187 years of getting it right is not nothing, dear ones. For scrubbing, finally, I use 2 tools from a certified B Corp, a natural wood and plant fiber vegetable brush for scrubbing my veggies, and a coconut fiber sponge for scrubbing my surfaces. The coconut sponge is made from coconut husk, which is renewable and compostable, with recycled water bottles in the sponge component that are BPA free and free from triclosan. No synthetic ingredients or materials touching my food prep surfaces. No microplastics breaking down into my water. Now, dear ones, I want to be clear. Clean does not mean harmless in every situation. Even the gentlest plant-based products can be dangerous if a child gets into them or if any one of them gets in the eyes. Safe storage matters regardless of what you use. And I'm not telling you what to use in your home. I'm showing you what works in mine. And while every single choice here connects to everything else I do for my health after 60. My food doesn't make me sick. My home care products don't fill my lungs with chemical or disrupt my hormones. My self-care products don't work against my fitness goals. And because of that, I can show up fully for the life I'm intentionally building. Everything connects. Nothing is separate. This is what intentional living after 60 looks like for me. If this video resonated with you, dear ones, please like it, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And please, leave me a comment. I genuinely read every one and respond. Your questions and thoughts help others, dear ones, find this video. Again, this content reflects my personal choices and what works for my specific home and body. Please do your own research and consult healthcare professionals you trust before making any changes in your own home. Research citations are in the description, so search their titles to find them. Both say they are free, but that may change by the time you find them. Until next time, dear ones.